I never got to say thanks for being my first ever guest.
Yes, on your show.
Alongside Walter Mongare when you guys came to launch my show.
We can't find it on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. I'll send you the link. I'll send it. It was an amazing show.
Yeah.
And for me, it was such an honor because you have been in the industry for more than 20 years, isn't it?
20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
How does it feel? Do you feel like the industry has grown?
Well, the industry has grown in leaps and bounds. What's happening right now across the industry are things that we...
Just hold it on the waist. Hold it on the waist, sir. The director. He's trying to earn a living. He's saying upper on the neck. He's our producer.
Right, let me help him. Let me help him out.
There, sir.
Listen to instructions. So I think it's the industry has grown in leaps and bounds. And what you're seeing right now is a result and as a fruit of trees that were planted long time ago, seeds that were planted long time ago.
Exactly, sir.
So the industry is actually benefiting. The Pulsar, I remember when the Pulse first came out, it was where we would go every Friday to make sure that we're not in the on those pages. There's
a part called Psst.
Yeah,
black part.
Charles Otieno then was the editor, and we had to make sure that he had not written about you misbehaving out there.
Clearly.
But it helped build the industry and bring many of us to the fore, and also just make it look like a serious profession. And it has grown into this today, the Pulsar, of which I'm pretty sure you're very much proud to be part of the journey as well. Amazing. What is your biggest regret as an artist? Well, our biggest regret, and it's part of growth, is that we may not be able to enjoy the fruits of these seeds that we planted, because many of us who are in the industry are actually the founders or pioneers of the fruits that you're seeing right now. Exactly. Corporate emceeing and everything. But you know what they say? They say that you never get to sit and enjoy the shade of the tree that you planted. Clearly. That's actually done for the next generation. So while it's a regret, but it's also a blessing that we're living for the generation which is coming and which is following those who will be there. Yeah. I'm pretty sure, and of course, I must admit, I have a kind of some certain positive jealousy towards you. You are, if I can say, you are probably at the epitome of your career right now. Yeah. I mean, you're one of the most respectable people actually in State House. Yeah. You literally invite the president to come and give a speech. That's right. Do you get goosebumps every time you're inviting my very good friend on Facebook, Oga Uhuru? Well, I think anybody who's a public speaker has to admit at some point that they always get goosebumps. Anywhere where you go, but you must have a mechanism or a way that you're able to settle yourself down and calm yourself to be able to present yourself better. Exactly. Or well to the person. So, yes, every time I do it, it's always in my mind, how can I make it different? How can I make it good? And how can I make it unique for the person watching or listening to be able to appreciate not only me, but the person who's coming after me. Have you ever fumbled? Well, of course you must. Like His Excellency Mrs. Uhuru. Oh, sorry. Have you ever fumbled? You're like, oh my God, I'm about to lose my job today. Have you been in that situation? Well, experience has taught me well. My fumbles have not been in the public domain, but they're the usual rumbles and stammerings that come with it, that you always slip in. And at the beginning, it was the protocols, which are very, very many in government. I can imagine. Yeah, which used to get me off. But I was very much impressed during the late legend Bruce's funeral, when the president directly addressed and told you that you should arrange a meeting for the artists. Did it happen? Well, the meeting is there. The meeting is there. We shall bring together about 10,000 artists. 10,000. 10,000. Now 9,999 because of me. Yes. Please. 10,000 artists, and it shall not only be musicians, it shall be anybody in the creative industry. Beautiful. That is basically acrobats, dancers, sculptors, painters. Oh, Zangalewa, you here? Yeah, poets. Everybody will be able to get a chance to come to State House, but it shall only be 10. So what we did at the beginning, as we went into the whole planning process, is that we got representation from 78 artists association. When I say artists, I mean anybody in the creative industry. All right. So all the registered associations presented a memoranda, which is being compiled into a report to be given to the president. Beautiful. And that's what the president shall actually act on, what's in the report. So the first part was for us to have an organized way of collecting information and data, so that as we go to the president, we don't go there to make noise or lament or have all these problems, but we're going there to celebrate and to present something organized to the boss?
Towards now the end of the Jubilee. Right now, I'm saying now the end of President Uhuru Kenyatta's presidential term.
Yeah.
He's already hit 2 terms almost.
Yeah.
What would you want your legacy to be remembered as during your time at the status?
Well, for me, I would want it to be remembered as the person or the people in the team that helped open up the space for young people, and especially in the creative economy.
Beautiful.
Now, a lot has changed, and a lot will change, but also we need to remember that Rome wasn't built in one day. Now, the way government works, it works with processes and systems. So the systems are what we're putting in place so that people who come in after us, if we ever leave, shall always experience and enjoy the fruits of these seeds that we're planting right now. Opening up various spaces. One of the biggest projects coming up right now is called the Open Spaces Initiative. And Open Spaces is a unique idea that shall allow artists and everybody in the creatives to be able to display their products, their talents in government installations and open areas around Kenya. So, for example, if you go to the airport, why shouldn't we have all these nice graphic designers paste up all the walls with amazing paintings so that all these guys who are traveling in and out are able to see it? If you go to a government office, we should have a policy which says we shall not hang anything else apart from Kenyan art.
I feel very jealous, actually, you mentioned that. I had the privilege of, the first time I ever went to the US for my comedy tour, and I was going through the Jefferson Hartsfield Airport.
When was that?
That was around 3 years ago.
All right.
I
went there first time 12 years ago.
12 years.
But I'm there also next week.
12 years ago, I was still learning IAO.
I'm there next week also.
Next week. Yeah. I'll be going there next week, but one via Google Map, but we still meet there.
Yeah, but you also have a tour in UK, right?
Yes, I have a tour in the UK.
Yeah.
Thank you for reminding me.
Uko Kino.
And I'm telling you, I'm doing a big concert at the Great North Road.
Yeah, Uko Kino, eh? On the bypass.
Thank you so much for being such an icon in the industry.
Thank you so much.
On behalf of me, myself, and I, you have been an icon, you've been an example, you've been a mentor.
Thank you.
You've been a hope for us in the industry. And of course, you and of course the likes of Churchill, the likes of Ridiculous created a way for us in the corporate world.
Yeah.
And I want to say from the bottom of my heart, I am much appreciative of that.
Thank you. I think my final words to everybody is this. 3 words. Believe, begin, become. Anything that you want to do in life, if you apply those 3 principles, then you are able to get your dream to the next level. If you believe in God, believe in your dream, and believe in a purpose that God has set for you, begin acting like the dream that you have. Begin looking like the dream you have. Begin speaking the dream that you have. And finally, become. When you finally become, don't forget where you came from, that you had to believe in so don't forget God. Don't forget days of humble beginnings, because God rejoices in the beginnings of everything.
Beautiful. If you have not gone to church for the past 1 month, it is time to send your contribution and support on the number down there. This is your neighbor, Dr. Ofweneke. Thank you so much, sir. Much appreciated always.
Thank you.